Let me show you how you can make over $1 million in 8 months with a certain kind of dropshipping store. What's poppin', people? It's your boy the Beast of Ecom, and I am back with another video dropping nothing but you already know value bombs. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how you can make $1 million store in just 8 months and not even target the US. Yep, sounds crazy, but I'm going to show you how. So by the end of this video, I'm going to show you a certain kind of dropshipping store that you guys can go out, create, which is going to create a little less competition for yourself and hopefully more success. The beautiful thing about selling online is that you can do it anywhere in the world. So no matter where you are watching this video from and whatever country, I'm going to show you guys something super cool and super sick that you can get cracking on right now and start making money this year. If this is the first time ever watching one of my videos, then make sure, of course, you like, comment, and make sure you smash that subscribe button, become a part of the Beast Gang, and make sure you hit the notification bell as well so that you stay up to date with all of my latest content. I am doing a giveaway on this video as well, so if you want to win $25, then all you got to do is drop a comment down below, hashtag Beast Gang, along with something that you learned. It's as simple as that, and I'll pick someone at total random to send you that money. So let's quit the talking, let's jump straight into the video, and let's get on with it. Okay, so let's jump straight into this video, and let me show you how you guys can create a very certain type of store that can lead to, obviously, you know, doing some very good numbers. I'm just going to show you one store here. You can see that this store's done over £1 million in 8 months, which is from September 2018 to May 2019, which obviously, of course, includes 2 of the slowest months of the year. So obviously January is a very slow year for e-commerce. And of course, February time, everyone with Chinese New Year goes on the break. So $1 million in, you know, that small period of time is very good, especially including those 2 pretty much dead months when it comes to e-commerce. So yeah, there's something very special about this, and obviously this is in pounds. In dollars, I think is about 1.4. If we do 1, 2, 3, all that times, I think the conversion rate right now is 1.28. It's probably higher than that, but I always go off that. $1.4 million, okay, for our US folks. So there's something very special about this store. And if we head over to the Facebook account, this is just one product I've filtered on that we've got running right about now. Spent for close to 5,000 to generate 12,000. ROAS is looking fantastic, and this is just one of the last 7 days of a new product that we're testing. But again, you can see everything is in pounds, and there's something very special about this store, which I'm going to mention, which everyone else can do depending on where you actually are living in the world. So what is it I'm talking about? Well, how can one dropshipping store, okay, do over £1 million in 8 months time dropshipping? Well, I'm going to show you something special, and this store does not target the US whatsoever, okay? It doesn't sell a single thing to the US. We don't target the US, and for a matter of fact, we don't target any other countries outside of the UK. So you may be sitting there scratching your head thinking, okay, you're making all this money and don't even target, you know, any other country. How is that possible? Well, what you can do is you can create something called local general dropshipping stores, okay, depending on whereabouts in the country you are. Now, if you're from the US, this is pretty much kind of redundant, but you can definitely still apply this to, you know, maybe a different country. But, you know, general dropshipping stores are, I'm going to share with you at the end some very beneficial tips to why you should set up this kind of store. So what is a local general store? Well, you can see basically it's a dropshipping store that you set up for just one country, and more specifically the country that you live in. I'm going to explain why that's beneficial a little later. Now, you do not need the US whatsoever to make big money. Yes, let's all agree that the US has the most spending power. Yes, it is probably one of the biggest countries in the world in terms of spending online. However, you do not need it whatsoever to make money online, as previously just shown. So let me show you some examples of this, because it's not just me who's doing this. There's other people out there who are still absolutely crushing e-commerce, yet don't even target the US. Their store isn't even in English, and they're you know, they're targeting their own home country. So I came across a Brazilian store, German store, French store, and even a Philippine store, okay, which I'm going to show you. So this is just one of the adverts that I came across. You can see there, this is in Portuguese, I believe, and they're basically a dropshipping store from Brazil. And you can see this video has had 8.9 million views. 8.9 million views. So this was very much an absolutely killer video, killer product for these people. And if we look at their actual store of that product, the page, the stores, all in Portuguese, okay? I can't understand the one word that is on this page, okay, without hitting Google Translate. And their whole store's like this because they're just targeting people in Brazil, you know? That is it. They don't need the US, they don't need any other country. They're just targeting and absolutely killing it in Brazil. So that's just one store. So let's move on and have a look at another store. So this one, again, is another advert and it's in French. These guys are just targeting French. Again, this has had 500,000 views and 900 shares and 1.1 likes. It's fairly new in 2 months. So again, very much a decent product for these guys going off those sorts of numbers. Carrying on, you can see this product here, which is a saw. Now this saw, bearing in mind, is a very, very, very old product. Being the dropshipper that I am, or any of the dropshippers will know that this product is a very old product. However, they're absolutely killing it in Philippines. So you can see here 6.2 likes, 900 shares, and near enough close to 1 million views on this product. And again, I can't read any. Some of them I can read, some of them I can't. But you know, you can of course have a look at some of the comments to see if anyone's actually bought this actual product, said that they've got theirs and stuff like that. Now, last final example is I'm going to show you that these guys. This is a German store. Let's just have a look at their actual website. So again, everything's in German, okay? It's all in German. I can't read any of this. I'm not German. And all they're doing is just targeting people. It may be German. It may be, you know, Belgium. It may be Australia, not Australian, Austrian. Again, I'm not sure what exactly this is, but it's not English, so I can't read it. But again, you know, if we look at their actual page, you can see that this page was created in 2018, but all of their adverts, again, it's been automatically put into English because Facebook's translated it for me, but all of these adverts are in German. And you can see some of these, some of the views. This has had 695,000 views on this, only launched 2 months ago. This here has had 68,000 views, launched 2 months ago. This has had 68,000, just launched 15 days ago. So you can see here that that's all they're doing. It's just a local general store. They're just targeting people in their home country or close by countries. And, you know, of course, they're not going to be targeting any English countries because their goddamn website is not even in English. So it doesn't make any sense to do that. So with me just showing you that, okay, now you can see here, these are from Obolo, and you can see here the ECommerce Shoppers, okay, by country. United States, of course, is always going to be the biggest. And yes, if you want to make the biggest money out there, then of course targeting the US inside of your targeting is always good to do. However, you don't need to be making tons and tons of money to live a laptop lifestyle or to be making a very substantial amount online, as you can see, of making over $1 million in 8 months' time, not even targeting the US whatsoever. And you can see here the UK is probably, what is that? Probably third from the bottom or so in terms of spending. In 2018, 53 million. You can see, look at Germany, 64 million. France, 49. Spain, Italy, Mexico, Brazil. You know, in terms of e-commerce shoppers, it's a booming country and it's an upcoming country. So, you know, nowadays they are a bit behind, but people are getting used to spending money online. They are getting credit cards, you know, and being able to spend money online is becoming kind of the norm now for these kind of developing countries. So Brazil, you know, Argentina, you can see here. But you don't have to be in the US state. You don't have to be in the United States. I'm surprised that actually Canada isn't on there and Australia isn't even on there, or New Zealand. I think that's a little bit smaller as well. But these are all countries that you can just go out and, if you live in one of these countries, create a local dropshipping store, okay? And if you scroll down here a little bit more, in terms of e-commerce revenue per shopper, per country, you can see here, of course, it's always going to be United States. However, of course, this is where it makes more sense because United Kingdom, we are spending quite a bit online. Of course, then there's Germany, France, Canada, China, Spain, Italy, Mexico, Brazil, and Argentina. So, all of these countries, if you live in one of these countries, if you live in Canada, you live in Australia, you can definitely go out and set one of these stores up. But now let's talk about why they are actually, what's the point in doing this? Okay, you might be thinking, okay, that's all well and great, but why should I do this when all of the money's in the States? Okay, well, for a number of reasons. I'm going to explain exactly why you should set one of these up, if you want to, but I advise you to, in a first instance, and then maybe transition. First and foremost, there's less advertising competition, of course. There are less dropshippers obviously targeting your specific country directly, and most of their budget is going to be eaten up by the US traffic. When you do an advert out there and you target the whole world, or you target top 4, most of the budget gets pushed automatically to United States. So if you're just targeting one country, then there's less competition on the adverts and on the audiences, which means hopefully lower CPMs, and you can win more auctions in the Facebook. More Facebook auctions with your adverts. Okay. Now, another point is better conversion rates. Now, your currency will be in your local currency. Remember that. So customers can check out without being charged any additional exchange fees. So even though nowadays you can have apps out there that change the currency based on the location of the person, when they get to checkout, it reverts back to whatever your store is, meaning that they will incur currency conversion charges. So if I was to check out on something in the States, then my bank would charge me. Unfortunately, I can't really check out in pounds. However, if you've got a local dropshipping store, I can check out in pounds. Your customer doesn't get charged any additional money. And of course, that little switch at the end can make things a little bit smoother. Of course, what you can do is have your store in your local currency, your local language as well. Now, of course, this is going to improve your conversion rates due to trust, as it doesn't seem like they're buying from overseas. Now, of course, people who can speak different languages in France or in Germany or whatever it may be, if they go on a website and their website's in German, they're going to feel like, okay, this is a German website, it's local, I'm going to get better customer service. Delivery times may be a little bit quicker, and all these sorts of things. So it's going to help you with your conversion rate. And finally, of course, you can have a local domain name as well. So .co.uk, .ca for Canada, .de for German, I think that is, .france, .fr for France, etc. So it just instills a little bit more trust as well. Now, this is a very, very, very important point here. So you can see here that more success with saturated products, and I've just shown you that product of the sort. It's a very old product, but no doubt that these guys are making money from it. Again, with the gloves and the things that these German websites were selling, they're old products, but they're absolutely doing well in their local country. Now, less people in your home country are more likely to have not seen and purchased the winners from people who are advertising strictly just to the US, because most of the budget is being pushed there. Meaning that these things can seem kind of new and on trend. So, if it's a winning product in one country, you've got to remember that the chances are it will be a winning product in another country as well, because all people across the world same exactly the same problems. A cat woman who is getting fur everywhere in France is going to have the same problem as a cat woman in, Germany who's got a cat as well. All problems are exactly the same. It's just the country that people live in. Now, fourth point. So, the fourth point is less currency exchange fees. Now, this makes so much more sense on a financial basis. So, one of the biggest problems most international dropshippers face, including myself selling in US dollars, is currency exchange fees from payment merchants such as PayPal, Stripe, Payoneer, and all these sorts of things. And having your store in your home currency means that you can collect your money in your local currency and you can withdraw it in your local currency as well without any currency conversion fees, which makes more sense and more money in your pocket over the long term. Because at the end of the day, the final point is you will have to convert your money back at some point. Meaning if you want to spend your money back home in your local currency, your profits, or you're going to have to pay taxes. And how can you pay your local taxes? In your own currency. So, it makes sense to have one of these stores just so that you can have that money in your local currency without getting stung too much. So, I hope you guys got some value from this video, and if you did, comment below, if you got some value, #BeastGang, and let me know what you've learned from this video. I don't think no one's kind of spoken about this on YouTube before, about local dropshipping stores. I may be the first, I may not be, but if you've never kind of thought of this, or you're just getting into the game and thinking what's the easiest or best kind of way for me to do it, of course it is kind of dependent upon the country that you live in. If you live in a super remote country, it's not going to make any sense, but super valuable. So comment down below, #BeastGang. Let me know what you've learned. I'll be picking someone at total random to win $25. And of course, if you do want to personally learn more from me learn more about how I do what I do online, then make sure you join Ecom Beast 2.0, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and of course, smash that subscribe button, and be sure to, of course, to hit the notification bell as well, so that you stay up to date with all of my latest content. Become a part of the Beast Gang, and you'll get notified as soon as I drop my latest video. Remember, if you do want to win that $25, then all you got to do is comment down below, #BeastGang, along with something that you learned from this video, and I've explained tons of different value inside of it, so no doubt you got some information from it that you can go away, take away, and go and apply it to your business. Now, if you do want to learn more from me on a personal basis, then make sure you check out my course, Ecom Beast 2.0. There is a YouTube discount for everyone who comes through YouTube. All you got to do is use YouTube 100 at the checkout, and you're going to get $100 off the price. Hit me up on Instagram, drop me a like, drop me a DM, drop me a follow, and we can try and connect on there. And of course, make sure you jump in a free Facebook mastermind group. I'm in there. Other marketers are in there. We talk about nothing but e-commerce on a daily basis. 100% free, so make sure you jump inside of that as well. Also, if you've got any sort of video suggestions or specific topics that you want me to talk about, then drop a comment down below and let me know. I'd love feedback, and putting out videos that you guys actually want. So let me know in the comments of any sort of suggestions, and I'll try and wrap those videos up and provide you guys with the value that you need. That is it for this video, and I'll see you, and I'll be back with another one, dropping nothing but value bombs to help you guys make more money online. Take care, and I'll see you later.